And round about this time every Wednesday, we salute women in sport who are doing incredible things. So it's a feature that you should be looking forward to every single Wednesday. And this time around, we are chatting to the Cape Town City brand marketing manager. Her name is Natalie Barlow. Natalie, good morning. Thank you so much for your time joining us from Cape Town. Now, you recently graduated with the UEFA Certificate in Football Management. First, give us a brief overview of what that means.
Morning, and thanks for having me on your show. Okay, so the UEFA Certificate in Football Management is definitely, after I completed it, it is a program that I would suggest to everyone in football. Sometimes we think like we know, we've been in the industry for quite a while and we know basically everything. But when you go out there, you realize there's so much more to learn and so much more that we can still do to improve ourselves. This program basically covers most of a lot of different departments in football. We did world football, we did strategic and operation management, it covered media, PR relations, it covered events, volunteering, and it is just a program that will really benefit each and everyone that is in football. I've learned quite a lot, and also I think something that was very great was the fact that we were 27 students and 22 were from different nationalities. And I think I learned so much more from all the other participants, what they do at their clubs, what they do at their different associations. There is just so much more to learn. Yeah. So basically that's what the UEFA Certificate in Football Management covers.
Does it now, you speak about just improving football all round. Does it improve South African football as a whole? Is it helpful to make sure that the standard of the league here is right up there with those in Europe? I mean, it's a UEFA standard certificate after all.
Yeah, definitely. I think like I've been saying it for a while, like I don't think we do anything really different than what they do there. Like if I look at our match day plannings and stuff, everything is basically the same. It's just, I think, with technology and a lot of things, we're still a little bit behind. And I also think it's something important for us to be able to adapt and change things instead of going and continuing with things the way we used to do it. We need to be able to adapt and move on. And yes, I think if we open to that, a lot of things can change in football.
Good.
And this is, of course, from a marketing perspective, not on the field.
It's nice to know that we're not too far off when it comes to the comparison between European football or the running of European football and South Africa. But for Cape Town City specifically, Natalie, you guys have been around for just a short while, for a couple of years, and already it's one of the most visible clubs. Certainly on Twitter, we've seen that it's out there. It's one club that is well marketed, if one can put it that way. Does it enhance you coming in with this knowledge? Does it enhance, and is it testament to what the club's ambitions are in terms of dominating South African football?
Well, I must say, like, if I look at the club for the last 3 years, we have a great leader that's leading us, which is our chairman. He was a professional football player. He's a good businessman. He has a lot of experience in the industry. So I think with him leading us, that played a big role. And also, if you look at our staff, we're very diverse. Everyone comes and gives their input. It's not, you know, you've been in the industry, you're the experienced one, so you have the say and everyone follows. It's open and everyone is allowed to give an input. And I think with that, it's also like, yes, I went on this course, but it doesn't mean when I'm coming back and I say this is the way they do it in Europe, necessarily will work here for us. We're different than them, but I do think there's certain things that I can bring in what I've learned there that will benefit us here. And yes, it's just all of us working together and all of us communicating and knowing what it is that we want. And yes, we will definitely grow from here, and it will benefit us as well.
All right, Natalie, as I let you go, you are, as I said earlier, the first South African to achieve this and the first woman in Africa as a whole. Surely that is some sort of encouragement for South African young girls who want to come into the sports industry and have found it quite difficult to come into an industry that was previously understood to be a more masculine industry.
Yeah. Yes, of course. Even for myself, I think when I applied for this program, I didn't really get what I was putting myself into. And now that I've completed it, it just made me realize, you know, it's important for us as females to step out of our comfort zones. We always say there's not really enough place for female leaders, or we don't see it, but do we also step up as females? I think it's important for us to also step up, encourage those other young females out there, show them that, you know what, if you want to do it, you can do it, break the boundaries and just carry on and doing things. But if we sit back and wait, it's not going to happen. We have to work hard for it, and we have to put ourselves out there. We have to get out of our comfort zones, and I think that is exactly what I did. I went to go dig so far to do an international course just to get out of my comfort zone and learn more and actually show other young ladies out there that it can be done.
All right, Natalie, we haven't had the clearest of lines to you there, but we do get the gist of what you're saying. Congratulations on your achievement, and it's not just for you, it's for South African football as a whole. Thank you so much for your time. That's Natalie Barlow. She's the Cape Town City Brand Marketing Manager who recently, or as recent as last month, graduated with a certificate in UEFA Football Management. Big, big deal. And we continue with this feature next week Wednesday. Find out who we are taking our hat off to on that day.